Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, I've got my headphones on again. We're back, apparently. Thank you very much. We're back, and hopefully we've got a better connect. No, we've got staggering problems. I can see it buffering again. Don't know why that is. I'm going to try something else. YouTube's not receiving enough information. Julia, I'm just going to hang up on you and just see if that makes a difference. It might be that there's... Yes, thank you.
That wasn't me.
No, I'm just going to hang up on you for a second. There we go. I've just turned the lovely Julia off to see if that's making any difference whatsoever. I don't know that it really is. It looks like we're just struggling with the internet, and I have absolutely no idea. We've got a whole range of lovely videos. It started to work fine just as you went off. Oh. Well, Mr. Spectrum is green. You told me to... You told me. It got better after a while, Richard. It got perfect. Well, maybe it will sort itself out. Have you had internet problems, Bill? No. I had no problems downloading. Wait. Well, it's either on or it's not on. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. Just having a conversation with somebody you can't see. Right, so Julia's gone, and we seem to be there. I'm going to give Julia a quick ring now and see if we can get her back and see if that makes any difference. It's ringing.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I need that.
Ah, there we go. Let's see if we can see you and see if that's helping. Blimey, you're huge now.
Oh, it's because of the settings reset.
Yeah, we've got a massive. We've just got your ear. We just got your ear and half of your face. Hang on, let me.
My rear. Poor you. I've got to remember how to do this now.
I'm just seeing if I can reduce you at my end. Hang on. This is one of those shows that you. Yeah, you're quite big there. It's one of these shows that you really don't want to.
You could zoom it in if you want.
No, we're right. That'll do. That's fine. That's okay. There we go. Right, I don't know whether... No. I don't know whether it must be the fact that we're using Skype. Now, this worked perfectly well the other day, but the fact that we're using Skype has died, but we might just have to... Skype is overloading your internet, says Carl Osborne.
That doesn't explain why it was starting to settle down just before you...
It's true. We have a phone call. Let's take the phone call. Hello.
Yes, Richard, you do have a phone call. It's Kevin.
Hello, Kevin. Can you hear Kevin, Julia?
Yes, I can.
Oh, good.
Excuse me, I'm afraid. Can I just say, as soon as you connected Skype, the buffering started again.
Yes. It's. I think what's happening is that for some reason tonight, it didn't do this before.
No.
This is overloading the computer.
Yeah. Because before that, before you went to Julia.
Yes.
The stream and everything and the buffering was absolutely perfect.
Yes, I wonder if it's just the computer is overloaded. Let me see how hot the computer is. It is quite hot.
Yeah.
The other option is that I get Julia on Zoom on the laptop.
Yeah. When you started the show the first time round, where was Julia on the line then on Skype?
Yes.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I'm no technical expert, as you know, but it's just strange that as soon as you connected to Skype the second time, the buffering started straight away.
Yes, it's not Skype, says Connor's Dark Corner. Oh, right, okay. I wonder why that is. It stopped to get... Well, what do you reckon it is then, Connor's Dark Corner?
Yeah, exactly. Because I've got no moving picture at all. I've got audio, but no, the buffering's completely, it's just stationary.
Yeah.
It's such a shame. But I think it's your fault, Richard, for threatening everybody of not doing a show at the weekend.
Oh, is that what you reckon it is?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think the computer's getting its own back on you.
Last stream for better. Hang on, let me just. Yeah, thanks for that. Last stream for better when you started and ended the credits.
Oh, who said that?
That was
Connor's Dark Corner. I said Donna's Cark.
Donna's Cark. I know I'm doing. Hang on a minute. Let me just try running something and seeing if this makes it. I'm just going to run the credits again. There's no point in me talking over it. Actually, I've taken the credit sound down, audio down, just to see what difference that will make. I don't suppose it will make the slightest difference. It's the China hacks. Okay, so that's the credits. I can't imagine that that's cleared anything. It seems to be well and truly stuck. Tonight's show is in instalments. It's global traffic flying latency, says Andy Dalgleish. Still, it gave me time to watch sunrise on a rainy day. Sunrise? Don't you mean sunset?
Zoe's sunshine on a rainy day.
Oh, sunshine on a rainy day. Oh, well, that's interesting. Your upload speed is greatly reduced and cannot handle the two-way connection, says Nigel Sadler. Yeah, that does seem to be it. I imagine it. Well, I've done the modem. I'm not going to get any better than this. Is your son using the internet as well? No. It's not your CP or your GPU. Otherwise, there would be artifacts in the picture. Oh, right. Okay. There's a man who... Everything has gone wrong. It must be China. It's a shame because we've got a new video. We've got a lovely video from River Reed's
Roblox.
Yes, we've got a video from them today, which is very nice, and we were hoping to show it.
Before you cut me off, it's Roblox, like as in rowboat blocks or robot blocks. Roblox.
I'm not cutting you off. No. Roblox, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a game.
It's a game. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I got a lovely video. Oh, you're still on the line, aren't you, Kevin? Sorry,
I'm still
so busy talking.
I'm just listening to the chat. It's really good.
Reduce your stream in OBS to 1500. Hang on. Okay, so let's try that. Can I do that on the fly?
Well, Richard, you can do a lot of things on the fly.
Just trying to see where the hell you do that. Stream. It's funny in stream output. Oh, it'll be on output. Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can do this on the fly. 1500. Let's try that. Apply. I'm applying it. So there we are. Look, this is seems to be getting better though. It's okay now. Says it's perfect now.
It is perfect, but I'm not sure exactly where in relation to the audio is to the video, to the live stream, because it looks as if it's a long way out from where I am.
Are you listening to it? Remember,
I've got the sound down.
Yeah, but
the audio up.
Yeah, well, if you've got the sound down and you're listening to us, we're 40 seconds behind anyway.
Oh, of course you are. Yeah. What a numpty.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin. You've been a real help.
Richard, you know me. I always like to try and help out where I can.
Yeah, but congratulations. Got in touch with GoPro, and they're sending you some gear, you lucky beggar.
Yes, I know. Well, it was the worry me was when I'm not using my new Zoom for doing the audio. If I took my GoPro out with me, and I was out, and I suddenly thought, I want to do a film, and I want to get that horrible rustling noise on the hands. So I had a chat with an online chat for this guy called Jerick, and he said he's going to send me out a new holder with some other attachment, and he said hopefully that will solve the problem.
Well, that's marvellous.
So I said, well, how much is that going to cost me? And he said absolutely nothing.
Fantastic. Wow. Everyone's saying that the stream is great now, so that's great. We've got the lovely Julia, we've got the lovely Kevin, we've got the lovely bald geezer, we've got all the lovely audience. So let's press on and see what happens.
Yeah. Richard, I'll let you go because you've got videos and that to show as well. I just thought I'd give a quick phone.
Yeah, thank you very much, Kevin, for your wonderful piece of technical know-how.
Anytime, Richard.
You take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Cheers.
Kevin.
Bye. Bye, Julia. Bye.
There we are. That was the lovely Kevin Hall, ladies and gentlemen, the IT specialist, painter and decorator in his spare time, but he is a full-time IT genius. He just comes over as a man in a cape in the rain every now and again. Anyway, so let's assume that everything's fine and that I only had 3 megs, so now I've got 54, says Philip Hammond. Not quite sure what he's talking about. So, hello, lovely Julia.
Hello, lovely Richard.
How the devil are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
Oh, I just realised I've knocked the webcam, so you can't even see me on this one, which is the thing that you...
I did notice.
Yes, I'm sure you did, because this is the only way you can see me.
Quite loud.
Is it quite loud?
No, him chopping his food is quite loud.
Oh, stop
Him
chopping.
over there.
Stop chopping your food, hubby. You're not allowed to eat.
Silence with your eatings.
Right, so anyway...
You do that again, I'll have that.
Talking of food, lovely Julia, isn't it not true that we have some food in the studio?
We may have.
We both have some food. Now, yesterday, people will remember that I was in the process of cooking bread. Now, I got a bit of telling off, apparently, of the way I was kneading this bread.
Yes, apparently because you were using your knuckles instead of your palms and fingers.
What's wrong with you? I don't understand.
I don't know if the dough knows which part of the hand you're using. I don't think it cares.
I mean, it's kneading it, isn't it? I'm not using my knees. You would think that if there was anything that you're supposed to use would be your knees, but I was kneading it, so I was pummeling it from the top, and I was also I do use my ball of my hand as well. I watched this amazing video showing you how to knead bread. It's called The Richard Vobes Guide to Kneading Bread in a Unique Way. It hasn't yet been put up onto YouTube, but I watched the video. I did it quickly on my phone this afternoon. Just went, oh, this is how you do it. Oh, right, okay. So anyway, the thing is that I was making this bread, and I made the bread, and I baked it after the end of the show, and I had to wait till lunchtime, and then I took it over to your house, threw it over your fence.
Landed on me head. Donk. Ah.
Yeah, sorry, I got mixed. I sent you the wrong.
Hallelujah.
Luckily, it wasn't too heavy. And so now I'm going to ask the lovely Julia to hold up a slice of that bread and show everybody and tell us what you thought of it.
I think it's yummy. I've already had 3.
Already had 3. Wow.
Yep.
Slices as opposed to loaves.
Yes, slices.
Yeah.
It's a very cute shape, isn't it?
It is a cute shape. It's like Mickey Mouse
Oh, yeah. A little
in
bit.
his house.
It's
putting
an
down
oddly
his
shaped
trousers.
heart.
So what did you make of it?
It's delicious. I'm not even bothering to butter it. It's just so yummy. It's delicious. It's
Wow.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Thank you very much.
It's a loaf, not a punch bag, says Michael Angel. So there we go. Don't feed the gremlins. Well, that filled half an hour, says Steve Pilfold. Yes.
You can feed the gremlins, but not after midnight.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
What happens if you feed them?
Somebody had forgotten.
Is that
What
in the
happens-
film?
Well, no, it's mogwai. Oh yes, it's mogwai. Don't feed mogwai after midnight, because if you do, then he turns into gremlins. Lots of them.
No, you've lost me. I don't know what you're
Yeah,
talking
no,
about.
it's the old film, Gremlins.
Oh, right. Okay, Gremlins. The Anthony Joshua way to bake bread.
You feed after me.
You what? What did he say?
He was correcting me. It's you're not supposed to get it wet, and don't feed it after midnight because it. Yeah. Anyway, that's an old film.
Ed Loud says, in science, kinetic force is kinetic force. Is kinetic force? LOL.
Yes, in science, kinetic force is kinetic force is kinetic force. I.e., it doesn't matter which part of the hand you use as long as it's getting kneaded.
Oh, I see. Oh, right. Okay. You could use your face at the end of the day. It all works. I know a man with one hand who uses his stump, and it works fine. Wait a minute. I thought he had one hand. Oh, and the other arm is a stump. Oh, I see. Is that what he's saying? Yeah, I got it.
Well, there are people that don't have any arms at all. So, and they, use their legs for all sorts of things. And I would assume that if they were to bake bread, they would use their feet too. So, in theory, you could use your feet.
There we go.
Not so sure I'd want that loaf though, thanks.
No, well, they do it with wine, don't they? You get these people chomping wine with their feet. Nobody complains when they drink the wine. Perhaps they're too drunk to worry about it.
Perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps. Hi, gang. Hi, Richard. Hi, Julia, says Mark. Hello, it's beautiful, isn't it? Selwood.
Hello!
Lovely to see you, Mark. Now, we have got some videos, but also, before we get to the videos, you've been baking as well, lovely Julia.
I have indeed.
Now, what have you got there?
Well, you see, way back when, with the Mardi Gras build-up, we baked some cornbread sent out by the lovely fairy godfather, Jeff.
Jeff.
I wasn't terribly fond of it at the time, but that was A, the first time, and B, we didn't get the measurements of things quite well, because we didn't have anything that measured cups. But I since realised...
I had some cups.
Cup sizes.
Yeah,
no,
I've actually got cups. I drink out of them. Look, here's one.
Yeah, but it's an American measurement as well, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah.
Yes. It's about 280 millilitres, I now know, because I realised I've got them on my jugs. And I started craving having some, so I asked you for a box, and I made some yesterday.
Oh, they look lovely.
But I made them as muffins, cornbread muffins rather than...
Have you got one you could pass to me?
Yeah, ready?
Yep. Ah, here it is. Fantastic. Wow. Can I eat it on the show? Am I allowed?
Why not?
Well, there might be, something to do with the internet broadcasting rules.
Oh, go on, slow. Oh, down again.
Have we? Stop that. Very tasty. Leo Sayer apparently did a song When I Need You. He only did the song when he needed him, apparently. Cheesy bread, says Glastonbury. Cheesy bread. There's no cheese in this, is there? What is in there? It's a sort of sweet. You put extra sugar in, didn't you?
I did put a smidge of sugar in it.
Gosh.
And I also used melted butter instead of the oil because I don't have enough oil at the moment. I need to go shopping again.
Right. You're on the wrong screen, says at Josephine Suter. What? Oh, can't everyone else see Richard on the screen and Ed is on the phone and I'm in the wrong room?
Are you watching the right stream?
The other stream can't still be running. Although you might be playing it and you're watching... Oh, yeah, I should delete the other one, shouldn't I? I can't get in there at the moment to delete it. Anyway, never mind all that nonsense. Sorry about that. Shall we do a video?
Yes, I think we should.
Okay. Now, remember, you've got to mute your microphone when we go to the videos, okay?
Yeah. I'll just mute now so I don't forget.
Okay. Mute up. She's gone. Right. Okay. So in the video box tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and I can take my headphones off because I was beginning to look like that chap from Doctor Who. We have got a number of things. It's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a video before you go. And the video we're going to catch tonight, let's start with Cynthia Walder has been out on a rather lovely walk, not too far from where she lives in Hazelmere in East Sussex. So, well, it's on the border, isn't it? Hazelmere? Sorry, West Sussex. West Sussex, and I don't know if it's in West Sussex or Surrey. I never quite know. It's sort of right on the border, so it doesn't really matter. But Cynthia will tell us more about it.
Hi, everyone. I've walked up to Hazelmere town from my home down in Camelsdale. Fancied a different walk today because I wanted to come to Swan Barn. This is a lovely little green space owned by the National Trust, which is literally just behind Hazelmere High Street. I pan back, the High Street just down there. Here we go, this is the start of Swan Barn Walk, also the start of the Serpent Trail. It goes from here up onto Blackdown and to Marley, I think, which is the first stage of the Serpent Trail. That's a trail that winds its way through various common lands on the in Sussex, and although the total distance is 65 miles, the distance between the beginning and the end is actually only 11. Anyway, oh dear, sky's looking a bit grey over there, so might be good. I've got my wet weather gear on. But down there, you can see through, that's where the walk goes, so catch you in a bit. Got to the bottom of the valley now, and just going to go across and look at the Jacob sheep. Hello. Just arrived at the pond, but there doesn't seem to be any ducks on here today, which is a bit disappointing. And then up through there is the actual barn. I think that one's a new one. This is no longer a working farm, but it's the headquarters for the local branch of the National Trust. So there's lots of courses go on here, meetings, events. So normally that is, nothing at the moment of course. And there's another Jacob sheep up there in the orchard. Right, just left Swan Barn, now heading into Whitley Copse. Do a right through the woods here, and then I'll be back up onto the road and head back home. But just wanting to show you this, it's so lovely up here. And guess what? There's a few bluebells. A little bit rain battered, but we've got more bluebells. Anyway, that's it for today. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Bye.
Oops, a daisy. There we are. Not concentrating. Well, now, can you? That was lovely. Thank you very much, Cynthia. On my screen, it looked like it was slightly staggering, and do let me know if it was actually flowing all right on your screen. Do apologise if it was staggering, because if it was, then what I'll do is I'll ditch the call with Julia whilst we play the videos, and then have to recall her. It's a bit hit and miss at the moment. Let's make sure the lovely Julia is still there, and don't forget you've got to place your unmute your microphone, Julia.
Unmuted.
Ah, there we go. That's marvellous. So do let me know. It was a lovely video, but was it stuttery? This is like every time we do this sort of thing, it's embarrassing because we've got into the flow of it, and you rely on the technology, and everything works really nicely, and then you feel like
boom.
Yeah, you just feel like you've gone back into Amateursville. Jam isn't great on cornbread, but apple butter is, says J.W. Harville.
Apple butter sounds very tasty.
Yeah, is that butter with apples in it?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's staggery, not a bug too, bit jumpy. It was staggering. Staggeringly good video then, apparently, is what everybody is saying.
Congratulations, Cynthia.
Yeah. Now the option, we've got two options. We could try another video. I don't really want to play the videos if they're going to be staggering, because that's unfair on the people who've made them. And we may have to wait till Monday because I'm taking 2 days off. Just
chuck me off. Just cut the call with me whilst they're on. I think that should do it.
Well, I don't know whether that's going to make the slightest difference or not.
Try with the next video.
All right, I'll try it with the next video. If it is a bit staggering, I can always stop it. But we've got a phone call. Let's take the phone call and see who there is there. Hello.
Evening, Vobes. It's Gabriel from Glastonbury.
Hello, Gabriel. How are you?
I'm great. Hi, Julia. How are you both?
You're not too shabby, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, surviving.
She's just I was going to say she's just ducked off somewhere, but she's back.
Press escape on the other keyboard.
So, no video from the lovely Gabriel. We did enjoy your wonderful two-parter. That was interesting.
Yes. Thank you for that. I'm sorry there's no video tonight. I've been sort of chopping and changing around equipment a bit, using new camera gear now and stuff.
Right.
So,
when you say chopping and changing equipment, what do you mean? Tell us.
Well, I was using the Osmo Pocket, the tiny little gimbal camera. But I've now swapped over. I'm now using an Osmo Action, which is more like a GoPro-looking thing, but it's got this really amazing stabilisation on it. So I took it out today, and I've shot 2 videos with it. So nothing for now, but when you come back after your weekend, there will be... well, I was going to do a 2-parter because we've got a town near us called Street, and I was going to do the walk from Glastonbury to Street, looking at the red brick building, There's some other stuff. There's some King Arthur stuff going on in there. There's some steam train stuff. There's all bits and pieces. But I've just been editing up the first half of the video, and it looks like the first half of the video is going to be a two-parter as well. So.
And what do you think of the quality of the camera?
Beautiful.
Is it?
It's epic. It's up my game 500%. It's a game changer.
Is it?
I would recommend it to anybody.
And it's the Osmo Action.
Yes.
I might have to get one of those because I'm in the. It's funny because I keep looking at my videos on the GoPro, and I don't know. It doesn't seem terribly sharp anymore. I don't know why that would be. I do shoot at 25 frames a second, so it's giving it a slightly film look rather than at 50 frames a second. But in theory, that should mean I can shoot in slightly lower light, although it doesn't really make much difference. I don't like the 50 frames a second because it looks too video-like, and I do like a nice. But yeah, I'm certainly in the market for upping my game too. So I'd be interested to see your stuff.
Yeah. I'm looking at it now on the screen, and it's looking quite nice. The colours are nice. And I shoot in D-Cine light. So basically, for people out there, I don't want to bore you with science, but when I shoot in a format that has hardly any colour in it.
And you add it afterwards.
I bring it back in post because, like anything else, it's easy to add it. It's very difficult to take it away. So it's just an easier way of working.
Yes. Do you know what we're talking about, Julia?
Nope.
Oh, I can't hear you suddenly.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Nope, I have not got a clue what you're talking about.
Oh, good.
It's just sounding more intelligent. That's good.
Yeah, well, we knew what we were going. How are the comments going, Julia?
Yes. Apparently I got back because I was on Concord when I popped over there.
Yes.
Mystic Hair needs to hit the tour. Mystic Hair also has to go. I'm going to have to go to Glastonbury again once lockdown has ended. I didn't understand what glasses was, but now I do. Mark says, "Hi, Gabriel." Mark, I'll put my teeth in and my brain cell in.
Okay, well, we'll come back to you in a second. So, Gabriel, did you ring in with a specific?
Yeah, I did actually. Yes, I wanted to be a bit cheeky.
Please do.
I wanted to, on these chat shows, they only ever go on when they want to promote something like their latest album or their latest book.
Yes.
And they pretend they're on there because they're interested in actually promoting. Well, I'm doing a bit of self-promotion tonight.
Well, it's been nice talking to you, Gabriel. It's fantastic, wasn't that night? Anyway, so that was Gabriel. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
Yeah, I've started up my own YouTube channel.
Fantastic. Quite right,
so basically, the videos I put on here, I've put on there now. So if anybody wants to watch any of them again, they can go back and look at them.
I think.
And it's look, Glastonbury Gabriel with a space in the middle, just Glastonbury Gabriel.
So there we go. I think that's brilliant. Glastonbury Gabriel. I think this is. I mean, people are making the videos and then they do say at the end, "I'm back to the studio," but you don't really need to say that because you could then put those videos up on YouTube or in Facebook or other places, or share with your friends. And of course, if you've ended by saying, "And now back to Richard in the studio," kind of, if you're not actually doing, separately on its own, probably sounds a bit weird. But I think that's a great idea, Gabriel. Why not?
Thank you. Yes. So if everybody goes there and subscribes, that'd be great as well. That'd be great.
There we are. Nick the audience.
Well, share the audience.
Share. Sorry.
I should be referring to you and
it's fine. I really don't mind.
Come back this way as well, then, huh?
Yeah. No, I really don't mind. No, I think it's great, and I think this is what we should be doing. We should all be helping one another.
Absolutely. And then, of course, when you come to Glastonbury, you can be on my channel and I can be on yours, and vice versa and stuff.
It's such nepotism. It's lovely.
And if anybody wants to come to Glastonbury when the lockdown's finished, they are more than welcome to let me know they're coming, and we can meet up and I can show people around. And
because you've got that lovely hotel of yours that's empty at the moment, and you need as many people staying at your place as you can get. Is that not right?
No, not that one. No, that one's fully booked.
It's fully booked. What a shame.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I imagine that they will be wanting tourism to return. I mean, those shops are going to be absolutely desperate for people.
Well, one of the things I was thinking, if I do start this channel, I could go around when the shop's open and maybe interview the people and let them talk and, how it is for them. And that can go out on the channel as well. And, maybe be a bit of a message to people that the shops are still there. Because when I was walking the other day looking, there are at least 3 or 4 that have closed, gone. Closed up, shut down, gone, empty now.
Oh, right. Since the lockdown?
Since the lockdown, yeah.
They've taken that decision. They just knew they could not, they're not even going to wait.
Yeah, and I was talking to the chap who runs the convenience shop at the bottom, and he was saying he thinks there's going to be another 5 or 6 before this is all over.
Right.
I mean, in a town the size of Glastonbury, that's a massive hit. I mean...
Do you think that this will be not the end, but there'll be a thinning out of the mystic shops, for want of a better word, and other types of shops, perhaps for more ordinary everyday stuff, will come in?
Well, I would like to say I would hope so, but I'll probably get shot down in flames if I say that. I don't know. I think every time a mystic, new age, interesting shop closes in the past, you think, oh, we could get a nice Richard sounds in there and get some hi-fis or something, something interesting.
Yes.
And we get another interesting hippie shop replaces it. So I think there's the queue of people wanting to come and open a shop here. I mean, let's face it, it's a huge theme park.
Yes, of course.
Door-to-door tourists.
Now, what about the China angle? Because if we're finding, as we seem to be in the news, that relations with China are souring a little bit, a lot of the supplies of these trinkets and these mystic things do seem to come from that side of the world rather than, out of the ground at Glastonbury.
Exactly, that's very true. I mean, most of them come from a warehouse in Shenzhen somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, that Donald Trump is blaming the Chinese for this Chinese flu. I think he's got a very short memory, as our dear Donald, because he seems to forgotten that the so-called Spanish flu started in America.
Oh, did it?
Was taken, yes. Started in America. It was, I think, a duck or poultry farm worker, joined the army, came across to Europe in the trenches, bash. And that was the beginning of the flu epidemic.
So why did they
the
call
Americans gave us that one.
Why did they call it Spanish flu then?
Why did they call it Spanish flu? Because it was really bad in Spain.
Right. So what about German measles?
I don't know. I think you just have to blame them for something, don't you?
Well, that's true. It's an interesting thing. But my point was that if China is a bit of a, people are thinking, oh well, perhaps we shouldn't be importing so much stuff. This globalization isn't such a great thing. Maybe we should bring back manufacturing or bring back a little bit of our own integrity, so that should there be a pandemic, we're not at the mercy of another country. All these trinkets are being made, as you said, they're in a warehouse in Asia somewhere, and they're coming in, and somewhere in that journey they take on these amazing powers.
Oh, they do. But they have a mage somewhere, or a witch, or a magician, or some interesting character. We have many here in Glastonbury who wave their hands across these and impart their powers, rearrange their chakras, and align all the other things that need aligning before these things can take place.
Let me get Julia's point on this, because
you do.
I'm now going to get a good kicking.
Not at all. I mean, I have to admit, when we went there for the first time, well, that was only my second visit to Glastonbury, but the first time I'd only been for a naming ceremony, and well, I was only there for a couple of hours, and it was only in the was it the George and the George pub? Yes, that's it, the George and Pilgrim, for a matter of hours, and then we were gone again, so I didn't get to explore. So when I went with Richard, I was completely sucked in to all of these, the shiny things. And of course, I've collected various witchy stuff over the years, but I confess I got sucked into it. But the next time I go, I'm going to be so much more involved with the actual locations. I mean, obviously the Titchfield Abbey, the Glastonbury Abbey was amazing. And the trees, wow, the trees, wonderful. So I am looking forward to going back again and experiencing it without all the the gimmicky stuff.
Well, I think it will be worth going back just to see how it survives. In another six months to a year's time, it would be fascinating to see what has happened, because there can't be many towns that rely on one thing. And tourism is clearly it, because the locals would have bought as many blooming whatever, glass baubles and bits of whatever I can't even think of the terms that you would have, but the locals would have got all their mystic stuff, whereas the tourists coming in, so without the tourists they can't sell their stuff. There's not that many whole towns that rely on that one industry.
Yeah, no, of course not. I mean, I think, another thing that was quite noticeable at the time was when people were, falling over each other and fighting over bog rolls in Tesco's car park. There weren't that many people rushing to buy joss sticks and Tibetan singing bowls and the other things, which obviously there could have been a shortage of by now. Yeah,
well, I suppose a Tibetan singing bowl could help you out if you haven't got enough loo roll.
Yeah, that's true.
I love one of those. Not the loo roll, the Tibetan singing bowl.
Oh, right, okay. I'm assuming that some of this stuff will be will have reduced in price a bit.
Yeah, shop soiled.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking they'd be so desperate to make a sale.
Yes. Yes.
German measles apparently originated in the Roman Empire, says Connor's Dark Corner, in 165 to 180 AD. Well, certainly measles. How did it get its the attachment of German on it? German measles.
It maybe have been a bad flux of it in German.
Exactly.
Germany. But maybe it's been named after that since, maybe.
Mark Donny McLeod says that Glastonbury, for him, was like Jerusalem for other faith, Mecca, over-commercialised. So,
yes, and sorry.
No, go on.
And so didn't Jesus have to go in and kick all those people out? He got a bit cheesed off with them, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I seem to remember. He threw all the money converters out the temple, didn't he? Because they were all commercialising it, and he wasn't very happy about that.
It didn't help that he turned the river into wine and sold it at $5.99 at Sainsbury's, though.
That didn't work that too well, did it?
Canny bloke.
So that's where you went wrong. So you canned it, you should have bottled it.
Absolutely, yes, there we are. They weren't ready because nobody had tin openers in those days.
They didn't, did they? No.
No, fantastic. But now, Gabriel, what you said in your last video, or the one before, one of the two, that you used to be a counsellor.
Yes, a town councillor until when was it? Until May of last year.
Now, aren't town councillors the most hated people in the world?
Well, that can be.
Yeah.
They can be. It depends what they do, but they can be. My main thing that I did while I was here was I set up and helped run the bank campaign, which was what I mentioned in the video there.
And that was very noble, because without a bank in the town, I mean, how ridiculous, and especially Glastonbury, full of tourists going, well, where do we get our money out? I want to put some money in or get some money out because I want to buy some more trinkets and put money into the locality. Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, you sit for 4 years, and I'd been in about 18 months, and my dad was diagnosed with dementia. So, I mean, you know all about that.
Yeah.
So my mum living in Welshpool, obviously I'd been spending a lot of time going up and down there, and I couldn't commit to the council, so I had to withdraw out of it a lot. And when it came time for re-elections in May, I just thought there was no point standing again, so I just didn't re-stand.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
It's all right. I mean, yes, they can be. And it's one of these things you think you're doing it for all the right reasons and you want to help people, and then you still get people screaming and shouting and going, no. It's a bit like Facebook. You put a comment up and half a dozen people get angry at you.
You're never going to win.
I
suppose the reason I said that they were the most hated people in the world is because it seems that the planning department seems to be the people who never get it right. And now, presumably, they believe in what they're doing, but they do seem to have cotton wool in their ears.
Yeah, the other thing, of course, is I was at a very low level. I mean, town councils, you've got, like, the government, then you have county councils, then you have like your district councils, and then you have town and parish council. I was at town and parish council, so
I see.
Dog poo and litter bins, and we were more involved with rather than planning and finance. Although but yeah, the councillors at higher levels, the planning people, they can be derided somewhat.
And well, sometimes quite rightly so. We've got this horrible building that's being built in Worthing that I don't know who wants it really, but somebody's got a nice backhand, one presumes.
Of course they have.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, I'm going to let you go because I'm hogging the show here. I've just looked at the time. Have a great 2 days off. I hope you get all the things done, and I hope you enjoy it and just relax, because you've done well. It's been a long slog to get to here, and we all appreciate you, and we josh you about not being here for the weekend, but buddy, you deserve it. Enjoy it.
Well, I will.
Here.
I mean, I was thinking of ditching tonight's show if it hadn't gone, and then just do it tomorrow. But we'll see how we go. But thank you so much, Gabriel. It's been lovely to talk to you, and do let us. I'm looking forward to the action camera,
yes.
Osmo, isn't it? Osmo.
Videos on Monday.
Superb. Well, let's hope we have a connection on Monday.
Yes, I'm sure we will.
Great.
And thank you. I've seen some people have subscribed already. Thanks, everybody.
Yes.
It's really appreciated. Thank you so much.
I can't subscribe at this moment because apparently I'm doing a show. But
right, there you go.
I'll subscribe afterwards. Take care.
Thank you. Good night, all. Good night.
There we go. How about that? That was lovely, Gabriel, Julia.
Yes, that was lovely. Lovely to hear from him again.
That was splendid. So how's the comments going?
Yes, well, Mark Selwood said, I've lost it now. Mark Donny McLeod said, Glastonbury for me was like Jerusalem for the other faith or Mecca. You read that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. That's
Mike
right.
Dixon says, it is disgusting that over the last 30 to 40 years that we have got so much economically in bed with China. They are a one-party communist state who has over 11 million political prisoners. Quite right. Mystic Hair has a singing bowl. Cool.
What is a singing bowl? Is it just a bowl that you do that thing where you put your finger on like you can on a glass?
No, I don't think so. I thought I knew what a singing bowl is, but I think I was thinking of something else. It's like a small domed drum that I was thinking of. But Mystic Hair, what is a singing bowl?
What is a singing bowl? I mean, is it a wind-up thing? And what kind of tunes do you get out of it? Can you get Dua Lipa's latest album?
Dua Lipa.
Oh, sorry, Dua Lipa. Dua. I don't know. Pardon?
I believe it's the Kosovan word for love. She's called it Dua.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, clearly I'm a huge fan. I got her name completely wrong. Richard, in your yard, clear up, be gentle on back. Thanks, beach writer.
Yes. When you do be careful with your back.
Oh, yes, in my father's garden. Yeah, it's a curious thing that, because you call them a yard and we call them gardens, because I always think of a yard is
it's like concrete
concrete square, or not necessarily square, or oblong, an enclosed space, often at the back of a house or in a warehouse or something. That would be our interpretation of a yard, but or of course 3 feet.
Yes. Mark Donny McLeod says there is a ringing tree on the moor above Burnley town where when the wind blows, it sings. That sounds interesting.
Oh, When the Wind Blows. Isn't that a film, When the Wind Blows?
Probably is, but it's not about a tree that sings in the ringing tree.
No. Whistle Down the Wind is another one, but let's not get distracted. Oh, right. Where's that? Burnley?
Yeah.
Nice.
Above Burnley town. That sounds interesting. Oh, what's going on?
I was just looking above the town to see if I could see it.
Well, you're not in Burnley, are you?
Oh, no, sorry, I'm in Worthing, Lee.
Yeah.
Connor's Dark Corner says it got the name of German measles from a German physician when he realised it was a separate disease from measles.
Uh-huh.
So there's measles and there's oozles. And oozles is a different disease from measles. And he's German, so he's got it. It should have been German oozles, shouldn't it?
And themsels.
And themsels. You've got to get your pronouns right, you see.
Ed Loud says, Snug the Cyberman. Love it. Them headphones. Very smart.
Cozy, you slim pin slam slapper. I am the Cyberman.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Shall we try another video and see what happens?
I think we should.
And what I'll do is I will cut you off.
Yep.
And then we'll play. Yeah. We'll play the video, and hopefully there's enough juice in the Vobe machine to get the signal out to everybody, and you can enjoy the show. So let's try it. So I'm gonna say goodbye to the lovely Julia, if I can work out how to turn you off. Bye-bye. Oh, hang on. I need to just let me do that first, because otherwise it looks unprofessional. Okay. So the lovely Julia has just disappeared into... I can take that off now. Cool. Blimey. Now I look strange without them. You get so used to seeing me with them. Now I look strange without them. So we are going to try...
Hi, everyone.
Oh.
I walked up to Hazelmere Town from my home down in Camel.
Thank you, Cynthia. We're going to try a different video. I tell you what, we'll try Mike Dixon, because this one I don't think matters quite so much if it's stuttery, because he holds a shot for any length of time, which doesn't really help the test, really. But let's see how it goes. So this is Mike Dixon at what's it called? Woods Mill. There we go.
Hello, Richard and Vobes. It's Mike Dixon. We're at Woods Mill, the Sussex Wildlife Trust. You can see it's raining. Can't bring Bella in here. We've been for a local walk, but she's not allowed in the Wildlife Trust. But just near the path, there's a swan's nest. So here we are in the rain, claps the thunder above, and right next to the path, beautiful swan's nest, at the pond at Woods Mill. Anyway, I thought I'd just share it with you. In this, you'll hear the drops of rain on my raincoat. But it's amazing that we can get this close to a swan's nest. Just pan out, you can see the rain. Then I'm going to head back, find Bella, and then we're going home. I thought I'd just share it with you. It's a lovely sight, even in the rain. Crazy thing to do, but yeah, lovely. Anyway, we're keeping our distance from everybody. It's our morning exercise, and now we're heading back home. I thought I'd just share it with you. Okay, take care, keep safe, bye.
Hello. I was ringing Julia whilst that was on just to let her know that it seemed to be all right. Thank you so much, Mike Dixon. That was brilliant. Let me ring back the lovely Julia, and we'll get her back on the scene. That did seem to work. That seemed to work very well. So that was brilliant. Sorry about that, Julia. I didn't need to answer your phone because suddenly the video ended.
That's all right. I forgot my phone was on mute.
Ah, right. No worries. Hang on. Let me just get back to you. There you are. Superb. Well, that worked very well. That seemed to be okay. Video playing well. Thank you very much. Lovely swan. Did you get to see the video?
I did. I was able to watch it as if I wasn't actually on it.
Oh, well, there we are. That's a bonus then. That's a bonny swan, says Barry Stevens. That's perfect video, says Robin Marshall. Thank you very much. I'm sorry the show tonight is just a little bit hiccupy.
Yeah, sorry guys.
But what had happened in your area? Because suddenly your background has lost the light.
That's just the sun setting.
Oh, is it?
It's just dipped down the horizon. Do you want me to turn the lights on?
No, you're fine. We can. It's quite nice because it highlights you a lot more.
Ah, by the way, Mike, that was a lovely video, and it looked like it. Oops, it looked like you made the swan jump at first.
Yeah, I wonder what the hell that was. Something came crashing down.
That was me flipping my phone by mistake 'cause it's plugged in.
Oh, don't flip your phone, you flipper.
Flipping, flapping.
Flipping, flown, flamping. I tell you what. I tell you what we'll do. We're going to show one more video whilst we're on a winner, because I'd like to show this video because this is new to the channel. And I got this with the message. So let me just read out the message and then we'll play the video in. It says, "Hi, Richard. My name is Roxana Major." I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Maga? I've been watching your show for a while with my son, Kalen. River reads Roblox. Did I get that right?
Roblox.
What?
Roblox. It's like robot, but Roblox.
Oh, Roblox. Okay. River reads Roblox. I'm Barry's sister-in-law, so it was he who got us into watching. Now,
Barry?
Kalen, I expect that Kalen has been desperate to do a video for you. We're lucky to live in a lovely part of the country, and we thought we would share it with you. There is a bit of wind noise and a slight dodgy camera work, but I hope it's good enough to make the cut, from Roxana. And it is a lovely part of the world, down near in the area of Torquay in Devon. But they will tell you exactly where it is and what it's all about. I'm just going to give you that much information. So, Julia, I'm going to...
Cut me off again.
Cut you off again. I'm so sorry about that.
And yes, JW Harville, it is a Concorde.
It is a Concorde behind her, yeah. All right, Julia, I'm just going to wave my wand. And there, she's gone. And we will go into the video box. Oh, God.
Hello, Richard and the Vobes.
I can't find... Sorry about that. It's just, it's just... We just take it... I don't even need these on now. We just take it as it is, ladies and gentlemen. Just take the chaos that is reigning around us. It is a bit like Rod Hull and Emu's TV. Do you remember that? I can't remember Emu TV. What was that called, Rod Hull? And he was in the pink windmill. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. So we're going over to River Reads Roblox and Roxana in somewhere near Torquay. They'll do all the talking. Okay?
Hi everyone. Welcome to sunny Brixham. We're really lucky to live somewhere as lovely as this, and we thought you might like to see what lockdown Brixham looks like in the sunshine. Normally, this time of year, absolutely heaving with people. So, yeah, just the locals here at the moment. One of the most recognisable features of Brixham is the Golden Hind ship. That's a replica of the original Golden Hind. In fact, it just looks like it's been newly renovated. And here's the fish quay next to the harbour where they used to sell all the fish. Let's pan round so you can see. This is the man and boy statue that was put here a few years ago, 2016 I think it was, and it just sits here looking out across the harbour. Down the quayside here, next to the heritage boats there, see? And then the other side of the path is void of Brixham heritage boats. Always have volunteers come and tend to them, and spring flowers are all springing. Brixham Mermaid, and standing next to her is my son. He probably know better as River Reads Roblox. He's commented on your posts quite often now, and it's his idea to do a lovely video of Brixham and the lovely lifeboat that we have, and this big wall you can see. What is it? Tell him.
It's the breakwater. It is over a mile long and it protects all of the boats in the harbour.
It does. What we'll do, we'll go around the other side so that you can get a slightly better look. better view of the breakwater. You can see it going out there.
It's very long.
There's a lighthouse at the end.
Also, if you didn't know, I'm Faden's cousin.
That's right. There's a few people on this beach just chilling out for their hour a day.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you liked the video. See you soon.
Fantastic. Well done. Thank you so much for going out and filming that in Brixham. When it first came up, I thought, it's not Brixton, is it? Not Brixton as in South London. Brixham. How lovely. And that vibrant colour of the water, absolutely stunning. So brilliant stuff. Thank you. Let's get the lovely Julia back on board so we can see if she is there and she can comment. I have to put the comedy headphones back on. Let's just switch her on over there. Hello, Julia.
Hello.
There we are. What did you make of that?
That was lovely, wasn't it? I like Golden Hind. I've never been there, but yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, isn't it?
So thank you so much for that. I know it was a bit wibbly wobbly, admittedly, but first time round, you know, this is what it's all about. It's we're not too worried about the quality of the camera work. We're not expecting anyone to be experts.
Yeah, I'm just a professional, except for Richard and Gabriel, I think.
That's right, and plenty of others chasing me up the wherever the people chase you up. But that's excellent. But I did think, I mean, I had promised this for a while ago, and I want to do a little, just so that people can help get their videos a bit across easier. And that's to do just some very basic sort of beginner's guide, because clearly, you know, people go out and they do their videos and people always want to get better and better. So a few little hints I think might be worth. Let me know if you want me to do it, and I'll put up a little series on that sort of thing. But it was great. We'd love to see more, because that looks so nice. And as I saw a number of people saying, place to go and visit, got to go down there.
Yep. Definitely.
So that was really good. And I don't think it was stuttering. Was it stuttering your end?
No, not for me.
Kevin said that he had a bit of buffering problems. I saw that, but it wasn't buffering at this end. So that's really good. Anyway, the phone lines are open. I can't put the phone number on the screen at the moment. The only way I can do... Hang on, I wonder if I can do that. The only way I can do that is to just hide Julia for a second. 0793 4746790 is the number. Why not give us a call, have a chat with the lovely Julia and myself on the phone? We'd be only too thrilled to have a chat with you, whomever you are. Josephine Suter says, I fancy some pick and mix. Sounds like something you'd get at, from Woolworths. So there we go. Lovely memories of Brixham. So have people been to Brixham before? Down there near Torquay. I don't know how close to Torquay is. In Devon. Did I mention it was in Devon?
You might have. I can't remember.
I may have done.
May have.
Roxana. Now, how do you pronounce your surname? Could you phonetically...
Apparently you said it right the second time.
Oh, I can't remember.
I can't remember how you said that.
Mega,
I think.
Maga. I do try to get these words. You know what I'm like. I'm absolutely hopeless because I have no idea where the stress goes. And I was struggling the other day incongruously on a word. I was reading it from a book and I just could not say it. And I know the word incongruous and incongruously, but when it was written down, I just had a word block. I was looking at it going, I cannot pronounce this word. I could not. Have people ever done that? Or is it just me? It's probably just me.
No, it's not just you. I've done it.
Yeah, do it all the time.
That doesn't say much, though. Sorry.
Yes, please come and visit Brixham later in the year. Well, it'd be lovely. We'll have to go down to Brixham. We can take Mortar with us. Our little dog, Brixham Mortar. Yeah, da-da-da-da-dum. I bet that's not the first time you've heard that either. Major. Or Mager. You see, what would you say, Julia?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I don't know.
May. I got the May bit. I got the May bit. It's the G-E-R. Ger, as in German. Ger. Major.
I think it's Ger.
Ger. Yeah. What sounds like? Do a sounds like. Barry Stevens has just done exactly the same. Do a sounds like. Mager. Obviously, if it sounds like major, it would be like.
Is it like Mager or is it Major? No. Anyway.
Ger as in German, or Germain, or Geronimo, or Germaline.
I'm trying to think of an example of the other one, of
Gertrude.
Gertrude. Oh, yeah.
It's Torbay. Torbay is across the bay. Oh, yes, Torbay. Yeah, Torbay, not Torquay. Mager. Thank you very much. Mager. There we go. That's an interesting name, isn't it? Mager. I wonder where that comes from. Torbay. Torbay is across. That's right, because Torquay is on one side, Torbay is on the other side. You can see it from the beach. That's where we are. Oh yes, I've been to Torquay. I've been to a hotel in Torquay, just like Fawlty Towers. The service was anyway. I do struggle with speaking sometimes at the Vobes show. I often speak too loud. My voice changes a lot due to having adapted to speaking with Grandad. Ah, yes, because he could hear bass notes.
So is that why you talk down there like this? Hello there, I'm Ed Loud. Ed Loud.
A hard G, says Audio for Audio?
Audrey Forbes Hamilton.
Sorry, Audio. I've changed your name to Audio. Audio Forbes. Audrey, I've changed it. Hard G, yes. Mager. Mager, thank you. Mager. Yeah, okay.
Horses.
Hold horses. Hold horses. Major. Well, that's what I said. Major. Now I'm confused. Anyway,
no, Mager. They say it's Mager.
Right. Andy Kendrick says hold your horses.
I know, he's just making a joke, but he doesn't know how they pronounce their name.
Right. Well, anyway, we've spent plenty of time bastardising poor old Roxana's name, and I do apologise for that. So sorry. Who else has got an interesting name that we can't pronounce? Thank you, everyone. There. No, brilliant video. Thank you very much for sending it in. We'd love to see more. Hello, I'm in the corner because I'm very late, says Glenn Johnson. Ah, well, you better ring us up then, Glenn. Give us a call on 079... Do you know, I can't do it now without the number up there. What is the sodding number? Hang on.
While you're doing that, though...
Yeah.
I'm just sending a name.
Yes.
A surname. How would you pronounce that?
Okay.
It's going to take a few moments for you to get that.
Where are you sending it?
On the chat.
Oh, on the chat. Oh, okay.
It's got a wobble for 40 seconds.
Oh, where's Blick? What is it?
Not bad.
Where's Blicky?
Not bad. There's no L in it though.
Oh, where's Bicky? Where's Bicky?
It's actually Vierzbicki.
Who?
Vierzbicki.
There's no V in it.
Oh, Viers. I know, but it's Polish.
Oh, well, I
didn't know. It's a V sound.
Yeah,
it's Polish. It was my grandfather's name, my maternal grandfather's name.
Very nice name. I won't say anything nasty against it.
It comes from the Viers, I think, is the Polish word for willow. So from the willow forest or something.
I'm with you. Roxana says the surname is Austrian. Ah, that'll be it.
That explains it.
That does it. Well, it explains. It's not. I say, old chap, it's not typical English. But lovely name. Lovely name. Once you can get your lips around it, your vocal cords, it's a lovely name. Please don't take offence. People always take offence. That's because I always get it wrong.
I'll just take the yew hedge.
Yeah, have a nice yew hedge, but don't eat the red berries.
No, that's the only bit you can have.
Oh, is it? The red berries you can eat? No, wait a minute. I thought they were the poisonous bits.
No, they're not. Everything else about it, the leaves, the bark, the sap, the wood, the everything except, including the seeds, is all poisonous. And
the seeds are inside the berries, are they?
Yeah, you just have to remove the seed. It's just the berry flesh that you can eat.
Gosh.
But it's wise to cook it first anyway.
Probably best to avoid the whole thing, just in case you got confused.
Unless you know what you're doing, yeah.
It's like mushrooms, isn't it? How many people go out foraging? Foraging.
You know what? I've got a bugbear about that, because if everyone goes out collecting mushrooms from the wild, they're not going to be able to procreate.
What, the people who've eaten the mushrooms, or the mushrooms themselves?
The mushrooms.
I was going to say,
are fruit.
if you have magic mushrooms, you sew off your head, you can't procreate. Oberon Prepare, Julio, he procreate. Why doesn't somebody give us a ring? We're waiting for your call. 0793 290 744 4133 36079 418 is the number of somebody in the military. But our number is 079347 46790. It's a lovely number, and it just needs you to call us now. I'm debating whether to, as the time is now 9:22, is to hold the 3 videos back until Monday that we've got.
Then you won't have to keep cutting me off.
And then we won't have to cut you off. And
not that I mind, of course.
No, but it'd be nice if somebody was to give us a call to end the show. And
hey, I just met you. Oh, crud, I forgot the lyrics. Call me, maybe. Ruined it.
Do you want the JCB keys?
Yes, please. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Mike Stevens is a C as an S, so it's said Veers Bisky.
And a C as an S, yes. The W is a V, is said as a V, and the C as an S. So Veers Bixky.
Bitsky.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway.
Okay, good.
Polish.
Not had mushrooms for a few years, says Glenn Johnson. Somebody's rescued us from this terrible thing. Hello to whoever it is who's rescued us from this sticky moment.
Hello, Mr. Vobes.
Hello.
John, the other normal ones.
Mark.
It is, yes.
How are you, Mark?
I'm not too bad.
Oh, I'm getting messages on my phone. I'm very pleased that you're not too bad. I mean, I was hoping that you weren't bad at all.
Well, I would have been all right, but the weather and I love the flowers and I love the trees, but the only trouble is they have an effect on me this time of year.
Is it pollen?
Hay fever.
It is indeed.
Oh dear.
I'm full of it.
But haven't you had a whole load of lightning and terrible weather up your neck of the woods?
We did, yes. Apparently, yes.
Does that not clear the air?
Not really, no.
Oh.
I go out cycling early in the morning, so I go out about like 6:30 in the morning.
Yes.
And because to keep away from all other road users.
Yes. Like hedgehogs.
There's a road nearby where that I use to get out onto cycle paths, and it's full of heavy haulage early in during the day.
Oh, is it?
So I have to cross over that road.
What is that? The M1 or something?
No. Well, the M65 is above, and I go underneath it, which is like.
Oh yeah, because you must be up to. I'm just trying to picture where you are. You're up in Lancashire, aren't you?
Yeah.
Near the Pendles.
So, well, if I look out my front window, it's across from me.
Yes.
It's Pendle Hill.
Pendle Hill.
Yes, I can see it out the window.
Is it the M? You've got the M. No, the M60 goes round Manchester, doesn't it? That's right.
The M65.
M65. Oh yes, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it only goes up to. I think it's Skipton it goes to now, and then it splits off. I don't use a car, so I don't know.
No.
Yeah. What was I phoning about?
I've no idea.
I'm about now.
Mushrooms.
Oh yeah, mushrooms. Right.
Ah.
That was a lucky guess, wasn't it? That was a lucky guess.
Very good, very good. Mushrooms grow under the ground, right? What we see come up.
Oh yes, I've read this.
It's just the fruitage of it.
Yes.
So underneath, if you pick up a mushroom, you're not going to kill the mushroom, the clone, because there is miles of it that you can't see underground. What you're picking is what sticks out of the ground. That's its, its way of
reproductive system.
Mass producing.
So it's like an apple tree, except that what was out of the ground are the apples, and the actual tree bit is all under the ground, and so it will continue to make apples. Every year.
Every year. It's a whole thing on the whole like network.
Yes.
Some mushrooms networks of the fibres underground go for absolute miles.
Yes.
They're only tiny little tendril things. But as you say, it's one of those things, if you don't know what you're picking, don't pick it.
Yes.
So I would say, unless you're going with somebody who actually knows what they're looking at and what you can eat and what you can't eat, don't touch out.
It's one of those country things that people knew, and now they don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's even people. I've had people I've spoken to when I've been out. I must add, not during the lockdown, but beforehand. And I've been out in the field and picked mushrooms, and people said to me, "What's that?" And I would say, "Oh, this is so and so mushroom," and I'd say, "Oh, can you eat that?" And I'm thinking, "Well, you live here. You've grown up here.
Yeah, why don't you know?
How do you not know?"
Yeah.
And it really amazes me. I can understand that from towns or somebody who lives in a city, but from a person who lives in a farm just up the road, I was absolutely surprised. I don't know why, but I was very much.
It is a sad indictment of the modern world that we now know, how an app works. Children will know backwards what the different characters are in a blotchy game like Minecraft, but will not know the names of the trees, the flowers, the plants. They don't know, what a stinging nettle is from a dock leaf.
So much lost knowledge and wisdom. I mean, it's where I've heard people call an oak tree an acorn tree. I'm like, well done, you know that it came from an acorn, but that's not what it's called.
But you see, the thing is, that's been encouraged. Over years, that's been encouraged. Because there is a certain element, I don't want to go too far into that, but there is a certain element where a section of society wants to cut people off from the land, from their connection to the land. Because while you rely on them for everything you need, then they have you, don't they?
And that's an interesting point, because here we are at the moment with people baking their own bread that they've never bothered to before, and suddenly thought, actually, it's not as hard, it's not as difficult, it's not a strange mystical thing.
It's not some mystical power. I was talking to somebody else who he'd gone through a bad time, and I met him when he was going through recovery, and he's come out now successfully, thankfully, and he's been clean and dry for now, I think about 4 or 5 years now. And because I was, I'm like a person who helps out. So what happened was he phoned me up and he said, "I've got a friend coming over, Mark, and I don't know what to do. I want to make him something to eat." So I said, "What have you got in your fridge and freezer?" And we went through all this, and eventually I managed to, talk him through making a meal for him and his friend.
And he hadn't the ability to take a few ingredients and go, well, I could, mix a few eggs and knock an omelette up.
Everything up until recently, he took out of a packet.
Yes.
And it either went in a microwave or a boil in a bag in a pan.
Yes. Well, I think this is the thing.
That's a sad indictment, I think, on a time when, if a person doesn't know how to feed themselves.
Yes. Well, I think it goes back to exactly what you just said about how making everybody dependent on other things. So you take bread, as we just said, it's one of those things that makes you go into a supermarket because you've run out of bread, and whilst you're in the supermarket you're going to buy a bunch of other stuff because it's a staple.
Stuff you don't want.
And yet if you could make your own bread, you don't need to go to the supermarket and then end up buying a whole load of junk that you didn't want to buy before you went in there, but you've been teased to buy it, because you could make your own bread. And I think you could repeat that. You know, people rely on TV dinners.
Now, this would be the thing, wouldn't it, Richard, though, and Julia? This would be the thing now. When it all eases off, when things go back to normal, will people carry on making their own bread? Or how long will it get before they slink back into, I can't be arsed, I'll get one from Asda?
Well, trying to be positive here, I mean, whether or not they do continue to, they've now learnt that skill. So, I mean, I'm just trying to be positive.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people, I think they'll say to themselves, do you know what? We made us own bread, we liked it, you know, we enjoyed it. I could do that now. I don't need to go to buy bread from a shop, and it's better. You know, and then they'll get on the thing of making stuff themselves, and then they might get into making other things, you know, cakes, etc.
I think what people do miss that ability to create something. And when I was absolutely thrilled that I could make some bread, and it actually came out like bread and not a sorry mess. And you suddenly take pride in that. You go, wait a minute, I can do this. And I think people do get a buzz out of the fact that they can do it. And then their friends say, what, you made that? So like, yeah, I made that. And it may be just something simple, like, you know, it's not like you've made a Chippendale cabinet or something, but you've just made something very simple that everybody else goes to the supermarket and takes for granted and just buys, I'll buy a packet of bread, blah, blah, blah. And I think people do like to have that ability. They may not want to do it every time. They may go and you know, buy a pound or £1.50 or whatever it is for a loaf. But every now and again they say, oh, do you know, I fancy making up some rolls, or I make this and wait.
Claire Leach says, I don't entirely agree.
Sorry, go on, Julia.
Yeah, I just read that.
Claire Leach says, I don't entirely agree with Mark. I wish I knew all the types of fungi and mushrooms or wildflowers, but I do know a lot about garden flowers and birds. It depends on what you're interested in, surely. Yeah, but that is a good point. But I think in general, the general population aren't terribly interested in that sort of thing, and the language does get lost. As Mike Stevens says, he admits that as a child he used to call horse chestnuts conker trees. You know, I mean, that's quite an easy mistake to make, isn't it? Well, it's not a mistake because I mean they come from them, but a faux pas, I suppose, to make.
I think because we don't rely on the land, and we're not connected with the land, that we, you know, I take Claire's point that in her life, she knows certain things that she's interested in, and it's only if you're interested in. Whereas go back 150 years, 200 years, when your life depended on knowing certain things, and you could go out, oh, we haven't got any money, we haven't got any food, well, we'll go and forage.
Yeah.
It just became a thing that you did. You know, when I was a kid, we used to go out blackberry picking. Well, I don't think, I mean, I'm sure people still do that, but I don't think they do it in the numbers that there used to be.
No. Well, in a lot of places, they've stopped you from doing it as well.
Right. Yeah, because you're probably nicking somebody else's harvest, aren't you?
Oh, no, it's not that. What they say is, no, leave it for the,
leave it for the birds, right?
Yeah, leave it for wildlife. There was all other things. I can't remember where it was, and somebody said to me, they have a bylaw now that you can't pick wild foods.
I mean, to a certain degree, I kind of agree, because at the moment we've lost so much woodland, so much natural space, and I don't just mean parklands where we have landscaped and and have park. I mean actual wild areas where the trees about to fall over and decay. We've lost so much of that there's not enough of the wildlife. Everywhere that humans are, wildlife is kicked back to the curb. Curb. So I kind of agree to a certain degree. That's where I was saying about the mushrooms. I mean, I saw a couple of years ago there was a resurgence of people going out and picking the mushrooms. And yes, I do understand that it's only the fruit. The rest of the actual plant is under the ground, or plant fungus is under the ground. But it does still need to procreate and send out spores so that it can start new colonies elsewhere. And without that, even if we, plough down a woodlands and put a road in and restart some woodlands, we're not going to be able to kickstart that mitochondria. I can't remember the actual technical name, but all that network of fungus under the ground without those spores.
But it does come. I think it does come to the fact that actually It's like all these things. It's like when I was stopped by the police on the hard shoulder, and the policeman said, "Well, look, if everybody parks on the hard shoulder, where would we be?" And I just said, "Yes, but there's never been a point where everybody's parked on the hard shoulder." And I don't think everybody would go out and pick mushrooms. You'd only increase it by a small percentage of people who'd even have the knowledge and the risk to do it.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. The numbers of people doing so were increasing, I think they might still be. Sorry, Mark.
I think a lot of this is. I think a lot of this is how it's led as well. I'll give you an instance. A few years back, I was making a lot of cakes for people because I was thinking about starting up my own business, doing cakes and bread and all this business. So, and it's before I got into what the accounts would be, and I decided, I'll give that a rest and I'll go work for a baker's. But while I was doing all that, I used to go out and I used to be able to buy packets of Green and Black's chocolate, right? The proper baking chocolate, cooking chocolate. And I was getting it in like 50p up to about 75p for a block, for a whole bar. And I remember sitting down one night and that Nigella Lawson was on.
Right.
And she was saying about how cheap it is, blah, blah, blah. Mix a meal with it. Guess what? In 3 days' time, I mean, I'm not joking, 3 days' time, that bar went for £1, from 50p, from 50p to £1.50 in 3 days. Because they know everyone's been watching Nigella, they all want to make these things. And so what they do is they hike the price up.
Yes, that's
and it
true.
didn't just happen with that. It also happened with bacon, these misshaped bacon packs.
Yes.
You used to be able to get them for like 99p, and it'd be massive. And they're all bits of, off-cuts bacon. Nothing wrong with it. Really good stuff.
But as soon as it's popular,
But as soon as it's been on a TV program,
yes,
that's it. It
the
goes
markup.
up in price.
So,
they mark it up. It's been on television. We mark that up.
Yeah.
We'll mark that up. They're all being for them tomorrow.
That's it. Claire Leach is out there just asking, then, she says, do you know all the types of mushrooms then, Richard? Would you fry up a agaric? I'm assuming that's a poisonous one.
Yeah, that's the red one with the white spots on it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be frying that one.
Classic mushroom.
Plus the fact that's a toadstool, not a mushroom. So there's a slight difference there to begin with.
Yeah. Toadstools, there's mushrooms. There are many different kinds of fungi. I have no clue. I know certain ones that my grandma, bless her, used to say to her, you can eat that, you can't eat that.
Yes, that's it. And I suppose
she'd basically say, turn it upside down and have a look underneath. Has it got black gills? And pretty much, if it had black gills,
you can eat it.
And it was a certain type, you can eat it.
Yeah.
So she showed me which ones you can have and which ones you couldn't, and those are the ones I stuck to. And in 1611, she might have ended up at Lancaster, but because of the knowledge that she had,
yes,
about the wilderness and stuff.
Well, I think going back to the point that we've lost all that, and I think Claire was sort of trying to test me there to think that I would know. I don't know. I don't know the names of the mushrooms, and anybody watching she says I was joking, Richard. I was joking. Because I did know the difference between a toadstool and a mushroom on that particular one, but generally I wouldn't, because we're not encouraged to go out, and in fact, we're not encouraged to go and forage for anything, and it goes right back to your original point. We'll let you go in a second because I think the time is up now. But it goes back to your point that the more that we depend on somebody else supplying us with stuff, the less we do for ourselves.
Yeah, I agree.
And the more you are dependent upon
and the more you are, and it is that same thing that the drug doers do. They give you a little bit and you get hooked, and you then keep going back. And, we go to the supermarket.
Any addiction, not just drugs.
No, but that's what I'm just using.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
These aren't things where it's, an addiction or something that, is a pastime for the people that are bored. This is the facts of, the basics of life that you rely upon.
Yes.
Bare
yes.
necessities, one may say.
Milk, the bare necessities of life. And I'm not going into a song.
No.
Belongs to you.
Well, it's an interesting debate. Well, of course, we could talk about it for ages, but we have unfortunately
come to the end of time.
Yeah, the end of time.
Thank you.
Time at the bar, ladies and gentlemen. Time at the bar.
Thank you so much, Mark, for ringing up.
Ring the bell.
We will catch up, and I'm very much looking forward to coming up to Lancashire and meeting you and having an evening where we can put the world to rights. But for now, better send you on your way.
Fab to hear from you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
you, everyone.
Have a good cycle tomorrow if you're out.
Yeah, happy Beltane, everyone.
Happy Beltane. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Blessed be. The belts must be tamed.
That sounds funny coming out of your mouth, Richard.
I've no idea. Well, I've no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, cheers, Mark.
That's all right.
Cheers, bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So I don't know what happy Beltane means. What does happy Beltane mean?
Beltane is it's the start of summer.
Oh right, okay. So
it's an equinox, isn't it?
I don't know. You
yeah.
Happy summer. I'm going to say happy summer because I know what that means.
Right.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of it. Thank you very much. We've been babbling on and trying to get through a show that was destined to have issues, and we made sure those issues were bigger than they needed to be.
Of course, mountains out of molehills. We're good at that.
Yes. So there we are. Happy Beltane to Mark. And Barry says, he's talking to Eldwell. So there we are. Enjoy your day off. So I'm away for 2 days, ladies and gentlemen. The lovely Julia is coming in to do the shows whilst I'm away.
Oh, gosh.
And
lose all your viewers.
And I will be back on Monday. But there will be videos to watch and Naked Englishman for the patrons. And those who don't know what the Naked Englishman is can wonder, thinking, oh, my God, what is that? But there we are. Thank you, Julia, for coming on and helping me through this wonderful, interesting moment of...
My pleasure. Can I just say, Elfwald says Beltane is the pagan festival of fertility on the 1st of May. Thank you. Because every time you ask me a question, my brain just goes, I know nothing.
I know nothing. How do you think I feel when sitting here trying to answer everything? I know nothing.
You make it look so easy though, Richard, knowing nothing.
I know. Knowing nothing is the easy bit. Presenting it is another game. Anyway, there we go. Thank you so much for coming and putting up with us. And I will see you on Monday. And we will continue our reading on the narrow boat. If you're interested in that, it's good fun in the mornings. I may move that towards the afternoon, but I'll do Monday at 9:30 as normal. But thereafter, I may move it because I may then want to use the mornings to get out a bit further afield with the Board Explorer walks.
Yes, before it all gets too stale.
Yes.
Not that I think it's stale, but I know you're starting to feel that you're getting a bit stale.
I've got to go a bit further afield now, and getting in and out of Worthing and stuff, and rushing back for 9:30 is not always easy. So, but we'll make announcements on Monday. Thank you very much. Take care, one and all. Look after yourself. Take care, Julia.
Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Happy Beltane.
It wasn't like that in rehearsal, says Dave Ford. Well, that's lucky because I didn't attend the rehearsal. That's probably why. Until next time, bye-bye from us.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, I pressed the intro button and now that's not working. Hang on a minute. How do I get out of this? I know. I have to go back here. So the lovely Julia's gone. Oh, no, she's still there, but she has gone, technically, to you. She's not gone to here. I can still see her, and, it doesn't matter. Just get out of the show. Bye-bye. Well, that was a bit of a strange one.
Oh my gosh, wasn't it?
Wasn't that a strange thing?
Yes, yes it was.
I'm sorry about wearing that funny hat. Of course, that's probably what changed it all. But anyway.
Yeah, it's that tinfoil hat. You shouldn't have worn it.
I know.
It just amplified all the alien brainwaves.
Anyway, I'm off to eat a mushroom. Take care. And arrivederci.